Okay. The next one, they ask you to draw the graph y minus 2 equals to 0. How to draw this line? How to draw y minus 2 equals to 0? How to draw this line? If I know y minus 2 is 0, can I add 2, let it become y, add 2, let it become 2? So now, how do I draw y equals to 2? We have mentioned this before. Y equals to 2. Is there an x inside? Don't have. That means no matter what values of x, I don't care. I don't care what is x. Y is always equals to 2. So where is y equals to 2? Y equals to 2 is here. Y equals to 2 is here. Y equals to 2 is here, is here, is here. It is everywhere along here. Because y is the up and down. So y is always 2, no matter what my x is. Here the x is 0. Here the x is 1. Here the x is negative 0.5. But I don't care. I don't care what is the x. Y is always 2 means y is along this horizontal line. Okay? So, y equals to 2 is a horizontal line passing through y equals to 2. Okay, all done. Next part again, very important. Okay? All stop writing, listen up. Aaron, Martin, stop writing. Put away your PLD. Listen up. This part is very important. Just now, we have mentioned that. Wait, Arik. Just now we mentioned that what is this line relationship with this equation? Every point on this line is a solution of this equation. Every point on this line is a combination of x and y that can satisfy this equation. Still remember? Okay? Then, with the same understanding, every point on this line is also the original equation that they give us is y minus 2 equals to 0. So every point on this horizontal line, it will fulfill or it will be a solution of this original equation that they give us. Follow so far? Then the next part. So, what is so special about this point that they cut each other? Every point here fulfills this equation. Every point here fulfills this equation. So what is the special thing about this intersection? This intersection is the point when the x and the y will balance this equation, and it will also balance this equation. Okay? So at first, if I only have one equation, there can be endless combination of x and y that will fulfill this equation. If I only have one line, there are endless combinations that can fulfill this equation. But at this intersection, that is the only combination of x and y that will satisfy both equations at the same time. Understand or not? Okay? So now I give you an example. Okay, I go back to my x plus y equals to 4. Okay? This is the line x plus y equals to 4. Like what you all say just now, there are endless combinations. For example, when x is 4, y is 0. When x is 0, y is 4. Okay? And when x is 2, y is 2 also. So there are endless combinations of x and y that can fulfill this equation. Okay? Right now, if I add another line, now I add another line, y equals to x. Y equals to x is another line. Okay? So y equals to x, if I were to go and plot it out, it will look like this. Okay? So by itself, y equals to x can have a lot of solution. When x is 0, y is 0. When x is 1, y is 1. When x is 5, y is 5. So y equals to x itself can have endless solutions. X plus y equals to 4 can have endless solutions. So what is so special about this point? This is the only point, only combination of x and y that satisfies both equations. Okay? So this is the point. When x is 2, y equals to 2, it can satisfy both equation 1. It can also satisfy equation 2. There is no other points on this line that can satisfy this equation. There are no other points on this line that can satisfy this equation. The intersection is the only point, only combination of x and y that can satisfy both equations at the same time. Aaron, what did I just say? Martin, put your PLD on my table. I don't care what is it. You come here, put your PLD on my table. Okay? Okay. With that, let us go to worksheet 3B already. Page 45. Okay. So now we come to the most important part in this chapter. We are solving simultaneous equation. Solving simultaneous, I don't know which one American, which one British. Okay? Solving simultaneous or simultaneous linear equations. Okay. So we are solving equation means we are trying to find out the unknown value. Simultaneous or simultaneous. English. The English of this word means happening together, happening at the same time. Okay? So, solving simultaneous equation means the answer that I want must fulfill this equation and this equation at the same time. Okay? So now we are using graphical method. So it goes back to what I told you just now. If I have a line, hey, the two of you really cannot sit together. Arik, sit here. Okay? If I can draw a line representing this equation, then as far as possible. If I can draw a line representing this equation, I can draw a line representing this equation. Where they meet will be the point that satisfies both equations. Okay? So that is what I was trying to tell you. So, if we go and draw these two lines, when x equals to 0, y equals to 3. When x equals to negative 2, y equals to 5. When x equals to 2, y equals to 1. So this first equation, I can represent it with this line over here. Go. There are 3 points. Negative 2, 5. 0, 3. 2, 1. Okay? Negative 2, 5 is here. 0, 3 is here. 2, 1 is here. So if I join these 3 points together, finish already? Not yet, right? Okay. You will find that my ruler cannot pass through all the 3 points. Because when I take the photo, the page is bent. Okay? So a straight line should pass through all the 3 points. This straight line, Aryan also still talking. Same. I think next time I hear the two of you talk, the two of you have to sit separately. Okay, so this straight line that I draw, it represents all the solutions of this equation. There are endless combinations that can fulfill this equation. Then, next I want to draw this line. This line is going to give me all the solutions of this equation. Okay? So when x equals to 0, y equals to 1. When x equals to negative 2, y equals to negative 1. When x equals to 2, y equals to 3. So again, using these points, I can plot out a line. Okay, so this first line is y equals to 3 minus x. And then this second line, that I add is the line y equals to x plus 1. Okay? So this first line over here that I draw, it will contain all the solutions to this equation. Then this line that I draw, it represents all the solution to this equation. Meaning, the point where they intersect, it satisfies both equations at the same time. Okay? I believe if I draw correctly, it should intersect here at this point 1, 2. Okay? Because my page is twisted, so my line is not exact. If you draw your line correctly, it should pass through 1, 2. Let me try and draw a more accurate line. Satisfying the equation means I can balance the equation. The left will be equals to the right. That is what I mean by satisfy the equation. Yes.
That's the question. But
So, wait Yes.
so when they ask you hence solve the simultaneous equations, doesn't it mean like the place where they will be?
Yes.
So
You haven't bring a ruler. Your WA1, you got your line, you draw your line, never use ruler. I write down, tell you bring your ruler. Now you are drawing another crooked line with your free hand. The idea is correct, but you have to draw a straight line using ruler. Okay. So part C, what they mean when they say solve the simultaneous equation, they are asking you, what is the value of x and y that satisfies both equations at the same time? So from their intersection, the only solution that can satisfy both equation 1 and equation 2 is x equals to 1 and y equals to 2. Okay? My x equals to 1 and y equals to 2 is from this point, is from this intersection. The intersection at this point, my x equals to 1. At this intersection, my y equals to 2. So x equals to 1 and y equals to 2 is the solution for both equations at the same time. Okay? If you are not sure, you can put these values back to double check. So for equation 1, y is 3 minus x. If left hand side, x is 1, 3 minus 1, right hand side will be 2. Left hand side is only y, y is 2. So you can double check and make sure that this one satisfies equation 1. Then at the same time, if I put the x and y into equation 2, you will find that it also balances equation 2. Okay? When x equals to 1, right hand side is 1 plus 1, 2. Left hand side is only y, y is 2. So 2 equals to 2, correct? So you can find that this intersection, they actually satisfies both equations. This is the whole meaning of solving simultaneous or simultaneous equations. Using graph, we draw the two lines, and at the intersection, this is the x that will satisfy both equations. This is the y that will satisfy both equations. Okay? If they ask you to solve the simultaneous equation graphically, this is what you will have to do. Draw the two lines, find the intersection, then the x and the y is your solution. The x is 1, the y is 2. Thank you for the reminder. Okay? Okay, homework. By now you all should know roughly what the question is asking for. Okay? So homework is the next page. Question 2. Page 46. Yes. Just 2 questions. Yeah. Okay, just these 2 questions. You will have to draw the 2 lines and then find the intersection. You will have to draw these 2 lines, then find the intersection. Yes.
Is it before 12:05?
Why?
Because I have to leave school at 12:05 because I have a double.